So that was your action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This thing is going to... Let me check something about its intelligence. Yes. It's going to try to smack the thing that just shot at it. It's going to take a called shot to your weapon. It would be a -2 for it to strike. It has to get over a 12. Let me just confirm its 2-strike bonus. Yeah. Okay. I get a 15. You can't really parry it. You could do a dodge roll, though, if you wanted. Or you can just let it smack it and hope that good old-fashioned Earth technology...
Would I be able to parry it with the other arm, though? No? Or I could just... if not, otherwise I'll just try and dodge.
Well, let me think about this here. It's rolling up. It's trying to smack you. You're trying to parry with your blaster arm to prevent it from doing that. Yeah, I could see that, but there's going to be a penalty.
Okay.
A -2 penalty. But, yeah, a -2 penalty. But that also deals with your horror factor one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it was
it's really -1 penalty.
Got it.
So, but the total penalty is -2.
Yeah, I'm going to try and parry it. All right, so that is only a +6, so... Oh, I did it. Woohoo!
All right, you smack it aside. All right, it's back to you.
All right, I'm going to take a hop skip back.
A hop skip?
Yeah, or just move out of its engagement area and then fire.
Okay. How far out do you want to go?
Only like 10 feet or so.
Okay.
And
10 feet, so you drop back 10 feet. All right, there's enough time to do something else still in this one action.
And I'm going to fire another burst shot. Well, unless you, because I do still want this whole time to be trying to calmly talk to the others that are running away. So I don't know if
I'll let you know how they do. Okay. You've been busy fighting with this thing,
right?
There hasn't been a lot of time for a status report.
Oh no! What I was saying was, I don't know if you want my talking to them to take up more action. So I was just making it aware I'm still.
You know what? Well, I'm not going to have it take up more actions, but I would imagine. We'll role play this for a moment, okay? I understand Al has training and all this good stuff, right? But you're on an alien planet in combat, this horrible, monstrous thing attacking you, and you also have to think about parrying, and you have to have quick actions, right? Like you had to have that thought process of like, oh, crap, he's going for my weapon. A split second, and you knock it aside at the same time. I think there's a reason why martial artists, for example, don't have casual conversations while they're fighting each other. I think they have to focus on what they're doing. So what I would like you to do is pretty much the equivalent of a skill check. And I think if you fail that skill check, your words get cut off, or either your words can get cut off, or then you will actually have to spend specific time commanding these guys.
I think that's perfect.
Fair?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to give you a 25% chance of success here.
Okay.
So do 100. Get under 25.
All right. No.
Close but no cigar. So it looks like your words have been jumbled up, maybe been lost out of your mouth during this engagement. So you can choose to spend... I'll have you spend one action to give a very clear, short command to these guys.
I'm going to do that then.
Okay, so that's one. And it's back up to you.
All right. Then I'm going to lay into this thing with another burst from my ion. My juicer rifle. So, let's see. I got to remember now. -2. So, I am at +5, I believe. Actually, hang on. I can just look right here. It is, yeah. +4. +4. Okay, good thing I looked. Right. That is, a 7.
Okay, and since you're within 50 feet, it's over a 5. It hits his main body. Roll damage. Oh, 29. Oh, you got 29 last time.
I know, right? Weird.
Look at you. Just get my calculator out. Okay. You do some another burst shots out, and it actually hits kind of its shoulder. It's kind of its round shouldery area, creating some more blackened marks in it. You are harming it. You got one more action before the top of the order.
I'm gonna take that action to also to concentrate on trying to calm the men down and keep them from running. So more calming words.
Do you want, for the sake of roleplay or to kind of color my determination, would you want to say something precisely?
Sure.
Or do you just want to roleplay? Okay.
Al's going to say, he's going to say, "You guys know me. I'm Al. I know what I'm doing. I know what you're doing. I know you're scared, but we can survive this. Don't run. That's where you die. Stay with me."
Okay. All right. Top of the order. I'll just do a little bit of description for the sake of our other party members. Okay. Tom, Patrick.
Yeah.
As Tom races through the woods, Patrick, you and his mechanical arms, you see. At first, you hear the sounds of fire, the sounds of blast, but you also hear and see a few things unique. You see two men. They're even through the helmets of their body armor, you can see they're wide-eyed and terrified, and they run past you. And you also hear the sounds of a booming voice, of Al's voice, giving these commands to stand and fight. He's not, you can't quite see anything. You see scattered lights, you hear things, you know you'll get there in a matter of seconds, but you're not quite there yet. You don't have visual contact. Is there anything you want to do in, the 15 seconds that you're going to miss? Either Tom or Patrick. If not, I can continue on with the combat.
I think my concentration is on making sure that Patrick is safe in his hands and weaving through the trees.
Okay. Patrick?
Yeah.
You there, Piff? Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'm here. Good. Huh. You know what? Yes.
Okay.
Patrick is going to ask to be cupped then carried, like instead of being held, being like
In
supported.
hands, yeah.
And he's going to start casting a spell during this.
All right,
Yeah.
what spell?
He's going to have he's going to do I think it's called Time Slip.
Okay.
Which will basically, since he's getting carried, can continue his incantation and then gain another 7 seconds so he can get there sooner.
Will it affect only you or me as well?
It is only me if I...
Yep, that's the
correctly.
spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to be sliding out of Tom's hands so you can get 7 seconds ahead of him.
Yes. I do have also a higher mile per hour foot speed, but yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so for the sake of this mechanics then, what I'm going to say is that you'll be able to do your last 2 actions when they come up.
Okay.
Okay, so, actually, a better way to say this. Once Al or the Mantis are done 50% of your actions, then you can act twice.
Okay.
You'll arrive on the scene a little bit ahead of Tom then, because of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Agree?
And Tom will comply.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Let's turn all these X's into T's. Actually, no, we'll turn the T's into X's. That'll be easier that way. All right. Top of the order. Al.
All right. Refresh my memory. Am I out of hand-to-hand range of this thing at the moment?
Yeah, this thing didn't have any more actions left over to close in with you. So yes, you're still 10 feet away from it.
All right, then Al is going.
Whether you're out of hand to hand is yet to be determined.
I see what you mean. Okay, Al's gonna launch one more burst into it.
Okay.
This one's gonna be a +5. My horror factor's not affecting me anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The round is over.
All right, still the -1 for the left hand because I know lefty. All right, 13.
This thing is going to try to dodge now. Oh, 1d20 -10. No bonuses. And no, you failed. You stupid thing. All right, roll damage.
Forgot to use my macro. 30. I am 29, 29, and 30.
Yep, sure. Okay, another shot hits it right in the center. It was kind of spends that kind of part in its center of its exoskeleton, blackening and crisping that under white hot energy. All right, its turn. It's going to lunge towards you. Only needs to take 2 steps before it's within its immense reach of its claws, as it once again tries to swipe at the thing that's been striking at it. All right, I got a 13.
All right, I will try and do the parry again. The -1.
Yeah,
penalty.
-1.
All right, so that is. I got a 20.
Okay. Once again, you deflect it aside, much to its, I'm sure, its chagrin. All right, Al, your turn.
All right, I'm going to back up another 10 feet and fire again.
Mm-hmm.
So I am just unloading my clip into this thing. $16.
It will once again attempt to dodge. Failing.
And another 30 points. This is getting a little unsettling now.
Why? You're doing well.
No. The 9d6s have been 29, 29, 30, 30.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's an interesting statistic. Okie dokie. Yes, very similar to the last blast. You almost hit it. You hit it just a few inches above the first. That's your action. All right, his action. Give me a moment here. I have to look at something here real quick. Huh. For a moment, it looks at you with its compound eyes. Its head kind of twitches a little bit. And it turns tail and begins to run deeper into the forest, heading off to the north of where you are, the opposite of direction of where you think you last saw the men flee. You haven't had a chance to take a look around and see where anyone of them is. But as it flees, you do see a stray shot fire at it and miss.
All right.
So it's spending its action. It can go a few feet, but it is of remarkable speed and agility. It has, in a matter of a few seconds, it has cleared 50 feet away from you. So now it's 60 feet away. And the visibility through the trees is not good. You got maybe about 50-50 chance.
Okay.
It's a thick foliage. And it can maneuver through it expertly. If only this thing taught you how to weave through trees.
Right.
Ewok was teaching Mila.
Al's actually going to immediately turn his attention to the injured man.
Okay. This is when Patrick's going to arrive at the scene. Patrick, matter of seconds, you see. Al, you see two eviscerated bodies. One guard it appears, one guard or worker standing there, firing wildly into the woods. And Al, nearby, another prone individual, his blood is seeping into the ground from two massive rending holes in its armor.
A small description for Tom and Al. Tom, you would definitely see this. 1 second, Patrick is murmuring something. The next second, you're holding nothing. He is just gone. And for Al, it depends on if you had a close enough attention to that spot, but if you were, it would look like Patrick just kind of came out from like a tree or something. You're not entirely sure where he like rounded a corner, but he just seems to be here,
right,
all of a sudden running.
I think it's fair to say Al would just assume that he missed it somehow and just now noticed him.
Okay. If it's okay by you guys, since no one's pursuing this creature, it's fair enough to pause combat?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so let's move in 15-second chunks then, okay? Just because, obviously, due to medical necessities, time is a little bit of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's start because Patrick's the one who arrived at the scene, and you haven't had a chance to act yet, Patrick. What do you want to do?
There's no combat, so he's going to check for an update at this point.
What do you mean by check for an update?
I'm in contact with the other guy.
Killing Blackwater.
Yes. So, killing Blackwater. I should probably just write that down. But I'm going to be in contact with him, seeing if anything changed on his end, because it seems like it stopped in our area.
He's the one who's asking you for a status report. So he says, what the hell are you talking about? We're fine over here. What's going on over there? That's why I sent you.
Looks like, was it 2 that was killed?
Yep. 2 killed. 1 appears to be injured.
And we're taking a look at a third.
Okay. You hear him ask, "What happened? Are any hostiles encountered? You come across any fucking bugs?"
I'm going to. Did I see it leave?
No, you did not.
Okay. I'm going to have to take a brief pause to ask Al what happened.
Okay, so we'll resolve this here real quick, and then we're going to throw Tom into the scene as well.
Mm-hmm.
Al, you move over to this man, and what do you do to try to help him?
Well, I'll tell you what I'd like to do, and then you tell me what I can do in power armor. I think the best course of action at the moment would be using one of the, it is called the IRMSS, Internal Robot Medical Surgeon Systems.
Okay, I'll go with some fairness here and say that you did say you put a few of them in your. No, you actually said you put smoke grenades, but I'm gonna say you stored one on your. You stored one on your armor. Here's the thing: one of your hands is a plasma cannon, and the other one is holding a rifle.
That's what I thought. I would drop my rifle in an instant. Even if I drop it, though, would my hand be small enough to manipulate such things?
I'm going to be giving you a skill penalty.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's impossible.
All right. Yeah, I'll drop my rifle to the dirt. My rifle.
Okay. Your rifle. Okay. You do so, and I'd like you to roll me a. I want you to do paramedics. Okay. I want a penalty of 30. Make it harder by 30.
Okay. I fail by 23.
Okay. Unfortunately, due to the clumsiness of your large metallic fingers, you're not able to. It slips out of your hand and falls on the gentleman. You have to pick it up and try to give it another shot.
Okay.
But before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick comes on the scene and asks you the question that he just did in character.
Al would distractedly say, large mantis, about 10 feet, attacked these people. I shot it a few times, it ran off that direction. He'd point with his blaster arm.
Fucking bugs, man! Fucking bugs! You can hear the one of the workers screaming, the one who decided to stick by, as he is still firing his rifle into the forest itself, appearingly wildly. He does this for about 5 more shots before his energy clip apparently drains, because no more shots happen, but he's still clicking the trigger. Tom, you're on the scene at this time.
All right, what's going on? I heard there's trouble.
Oh, okay. I was like, I just described the scene, but I know what you mean.
I know.
You're doing a character. I get it. That's why I laughed.
Okay, takes out sword. What's going on?
So Patrick is going to relay 10-foot mantis-like creature seem to have dispersed north.
Ah. Okay.
This is going to be through his radio to Killian Blackwater.
Okay. Do I hear this?
I'm unsure.
GM, do I hear this?
No, the radios are internal, and body armor is sealed completely. You would hear Patrick muffle something. You can try to listen for it. Like right now, all you hear is... If you want to actively try to listen to it, you can give it a shot. Just be a quick little skill roll.
Nah,
And you
it's
just
fine.
roll D100. Yeah, it depends how important it is. So no, you don't hear those exact words.
Okay.
Killian says, okay, get everyone... Anyways, Patrick, the response is, all right, maintain a perimeter, get all wounded to the ship first, leave the dead behind for now. If things are calm, we'll collect them too. And then you hear on the command to Nocturne, have them keep on working, but have them keep an eye out. Creature isn't dead. It was just encountered. Al? Oh, wait. I'll let Patrick respond.
Oh, I think it's fair enough for Al to have another action.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Al?
Well,
Hold up
question.
a second.
Sure.
Oh, this is a little bit more important, my friend. Well, not more important. That sounds really bad. You ask your question first.
I was going to say, does Al recognize the voice of the person who's firing wildly into the jungle?
Are you actively listening for, like, here's the thing. You're doing a lot of things at once, right? But you want to know if you can recognize it. You can give it a shot.
Okay.
Roll me D100.
All right.
No, you don't. His voice is so... You might, but his voice is so panicked and frantic. And, you're wrestling with this robot medical kit and all this shit's going on. It's hard to determine. In fact, as you look up towards this guy's voice, you are attacked.
Oh. Well, if it matters, I wouldn't be looking up towards his voice. He would
Doesn't
be very
matter.
focused, but yeah.
I rolled a D100, but you got ambushed, unfortunately, my friend.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, this thing lunges out. Patrick and Tom, you can see this too, from the deep foliage and a very, very thick thicket of thorns and alien leaves. Bursts this mantis creature as it lunges towards the back of Al, trying to wrap its pincers around him. So now it does its strike attack. Hitting, and unfortunately, Al, since you didn't see this coming, you cannot defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So your armor takes... Let me just double check damage on its claws. All right. 21 points of damage to the main body.
All right.
And both of its pincers things, one has got you gripped from your shoulder down to your chest, and one has you gripped around your waist.
Okay.
We're going to resume combat now. Start at the top of the order. We're going to tee out everyone's actions. So we're going to keep the same initiative if that's cool with everyone. Although, you know what, to be honest, you guys who maybe got a really low initiative roll can choose to re-roll if they want to. Wait, I'll give you the option to re-roll your initiative. That's a better way of putting it.
You know what? I'm good with this since this is technically the same combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit with my 2.
Okay, cool. And because you've done that, I'm not gonna have the Mantis re-roll his initiative either. It did its surprise attack anyway. Al, top of the order.
All right. Al is going to. Oh gosh, what can Al do? Al's gonna say, "Tom, get it off me. I need to treat this man."
Okay, that's your action. What is the equivalent physical strength of your power armor?
Me?
Yep.
Let's see here.
You're the one who has
40. Let me check and be absolutely sure on that.
Yeah,
It
please be
is,
sure.
You're in the star screen?
Yes, I forget exactly where it's listed.
Oh, it's in the Mission to Mars thing.
No. I have it here. I'm saying where in the description it actually says.
Physical strength equal to a PS of 40.
Yeah.
40, eh?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. I just need to know this for stuff. Tom.
All right. I will yell, "Holy shit, it's a bug!" And then I will. Yep. I will try and charge and swing at it.
So here's
Charging by, like, running.
Okay, I'm going to give you an option here. All right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do a direct charge and knock aside any trees and make a bunch of noise, and you can barrel through and attack them in one turn because you're in Gladiator armor, you're fast, you're not that far away. Or you can take 2 actions, make a little less noise, and do your charge attack and not hit trees and go crushing through the forest like some goddamn, woolly mammoth. Or rhino buffalo, one might say.
If I was Conan the Barbarian or Arnold Schwarzenegger, I would just barrel on through, but I will take those 2 attacks, sir.
Okay. So you move to swipe at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to say you're able to get at him at an angle where Al isn't directly in your way. Maybe attack him from the side. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see if I hit. 9 hits the main body. Would you like to parry, dodge, whatever?
Well, he can't parry unless he wants to let go of his tasty, tasty future meal. But he is going to try dodge out of the way.
All right.
20 plus dodge. That's a beetle. That's not what I want. Oh God! This guy is not a good dodger. He's a much better parrier, but regardless, he manages to dodge. I have to consume his action.
Well done.
But he does dodge. He ducks underneath your blade as it goes, whooshing through the air.
Screaming past.
It's turn now, and Al, you feel, much to your dismay, it pick your metallic form up as it tries to make a bite attack along your head. So unfortunately, there is no way for you to dodge this, but it's still a penalty. It's still a called shot to the head, so it's still going to be a -6 for him. So he's still... it doesn't miss you. So mandibles rake across your helmet, doing 4 points of damage to it. Patrick. Oh, wait, I got consume its action. Whoop, Patrick.
Oh, boy. So I guess I'll have to. I'm assuming myself and Tom came in the general same direction.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So we're not split up too much. Well, he did
No.
go forward, but yes.
He's now pretty much engaged in hand to hand with this Mantis and Al. You are, I'm going to say, for the sake of simplicity, about 40 feet away from your current angle through the trees. You're able to see everything that's going on. And the man, he was only the man who was firing wildly off into the woods. That one guard. He has. He's only about 10 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
He has thrown his rifle to the ground, and you can see he's about to hightail it. He's turning to run. He hasn't run completely yet, but you've been able to gauge that much.
Okay, cool. So, Tom has his back to me. Does the Mantis have his back to us?
No,
He's
he has his side to you. And unfortunately, that side is obstructed by a huge glitter boy.
Okay.
So you can only kind of see sections of its head and its legs, really.
Okay.
Current angle.
Patrick is going to try to maneuver in front of this Mantis thing. And that will probably be
they'll only take an action.
Yeah.
So like the front of it, so where Al is, in front of it, that area. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It only takes you maybe 20 feet, not even. You're able to do so in action, not a problem. Top of the order, Al. You are pinned. You are lifted up by these incredibly strong pinchers.
Yep. Really, only thing I think I can do is try to pry them off of me. Like grab one and just try and pull it.
You can make a noble attempt. We'll say that's your action. Roll me a 1d20. Don't add anything.
Okay. Give me a second.
You're unable to.
All right.
It is too strong. Interestingly enough, I'll let you know mechanically speaking, it has pretty much the same strength of you, but while you have robotic strength, it has supernatural strength.
Mm-hmm.
So it's equivalent of actually being 2 times stronger than you right now.
Got it.
So you make that attempt trying to grab it away from you, and yet no luck. Tom, your turn.
Whoops! Ha! I was muted. I would like to try and swing at it again.
Okay.
So, d20 plus 4. 13 this time.
D20 plus 4. It doesn't want to hit by you. It doesn't want to hit by you. Great grammar. Are you sure your brain isn't a Mantis Inferno? It's going to try and dodge as well. Failing this time.
Well. 4d6 plus 10. 19 damage. Wow.
Oh,
Hang it, Squee, you're taking my rolls.
I'm sorry.
So, you scrape along its kind of its front chest plate there, at the very, very top front chest plate, and you scrape it. 19, you said. Okay.
Yes. And I'll mark off my attack.
Okay. You scrape along its exoskeletal hide, creating like a really sick kind of a white mark against its shiny green exoskeleton, but not enough to penetrate deep into those juicy, buggy insides. Its turn. Oh, what does it do now? Sorry, I have to think like a bug for a moment. Mating. No, just kidding. Food, mating, shelter.
I have bad news for you, Al.
You're its new girlfriend.
Tom, you shouldn't make such hasty judgments as to what I think is bad or not.
Shots fired.
Should I just leave you two alone?
Let me think
Should I
for a
just
moment.
head back to the ship? I'll just head back to the ship. You guys have fun. You're two consenting adults. What?
We don't even know if it's an adult.
First of all, this thing isn't really an adult. You have to be at least humanoid to be adult. But sorry, stop distracting me. I'm picturing the scene. I'm picturing what this predator would do, and I have to factor in its insect intelligence. I know what it's going to do. It's going to spend 2 actions to do this maneuver. It wheels around and it tries to throw Al at you, Tom. And I'm going to roll to strike. It's what we call an improvised weapon, so he's firing wild.
I don't think Al's ever been that before.
Well, Al, welcome. It's always a new adventure with me. Square, it's always a new adventure.
Yep.
Welcome to being a weapon. Now you know in Ardenfell what it's like when Cole picks up people.
It's true.
I have to know, Inferno. How much damage does Al do?
He misses, so you'll never know for now.
Damn.
I know. So, Al, what happens is that swings to throw this robot power armored Al at you, Tom, but it lets go far too soon, and in fact it veers off. Al gets thrown about 20 feet off to your left. Okay. And as soon as it's done throwing with you, it once again is trying to hightail it into the woods. Now it's consumed 2 actions, and because of this, it does not get. You can still see its back is still towards you, Tom. Patrick, and you're unable to see this right now, and Al, you're unable to see this because you're flying towards the ground. But Tom, you're still able to get a decent bearing of this thing. It is just about to hit a thicker part of canopy, right? But it's about 40 feet away from you.
40 feet away?
Yep. Now it's Patrick's turn.
Right.
It's not your turn yet, though, homie.
Yeah.
Patrick.
So I just saw it basically throw Al and then bolt into some trees that I can't see what's going on.
Yeah. Thick forest, man. It's a bitch. It works when you try to assassinate a prince. It doesn't work when a mantis is hunting you.
Let's see. I think I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay, awesome. Use 2 actions there.
My spell is Sea Aura.
Oh, nice. Oh, I don't know why I do these things. I'm proud of all you guys and everything that you do. I love your problem solving. But I almost been like, oh, Patrick, I love you. As I read the description of Sea Aura real quick.
Tom, did that just sound like but I have a favorite child speech?
No, I know, doesn't it? It does.
Yeah, that kind of did.
I don't have a favorite child.
It cuts pretty deep.
You know what?
Like that Mantis.
I do have a favorite child. My favorite child is.
Is it Tyrath?
Tiny Wrath. It's Tiny Wrath.
I was gonna say August to troll you guys, and I was gonna say Alicia because I love
August.
Alicia. But actually, you're right. My favorite child is Tyrath. All right, magic. Sea Aura. What level is that? Do you know?
It is a first level spell, I believe.
Yes, it is. Okay. All things organic and inorganic have an aura. Really? Inorganic? Neat. Okay, of course, use your PPE. Oh, okay. So this is what I can tell you what you know about this aura of this creature, okay? You only see a glimmer of it. You only sense a glimmer of it. It is of a medium power level, has no presence of magic, has no presence of psionic abilities. It has interesting. It has a high base of PPE, though. It is not possessed, and it doesn't seem to have any sort of strange human aberration. It doesn't seem to be ill. You can't sense it being ill.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. So that is that. So that's your action. Back to Al. Al, you are on the ground, about 20 feet away from the man you were trying to help. I'd like you to roll me a D1. No, Al's not even here. He's BRB.
Haha!
I was going to determine. No, I said he dropped his little robotic thing on the man. So I'm going to be generous and say that it's still on the man, so it didn't go flying off with him too. Hi, Al. It's your turn. You're on the ground, 20 feet away from both Tom and the man you're trying to heal.
Okay.
And the Mantis is not within immediate sight.
Can I, if for nothing else but style points, but maybe hopefully also to get up faster, is there any sort of roll I can make to see if I could land, if not on my feet, maybe in a crouching position or something, like recover myself as I am
You have
tossed?
acrobatics or gymnastics?
I have gymnastics.
Okay, what are the sub-skills in gymnastics?
Sense of balance, work parallel bars and rings, climb rope, backflip, and climb.
Sense of balance is the closest to that. I'll say you can do a sense of balance check at a penalty of 35.
All right.
Do it!
It's hard. I mean, you're good, but you're in power armor and you're hurling through the air, and you didn't get to determine any of this.
I failed by 44.
That's
So
impressive.
no style points for you. You just land on the ground.
I just picture when Al's picked up, he's like, fuck, and he's like, fuck!
I will say this though. I will give you this because you have gymnastics. If it was a higher velocity throw, you probably would have taken SDC damage even within your armor from being jostled around. But because there's only 20 feet and because you have gymnastics, you're not going to take any damage.
All right, so I guess
that's something. No style points, but less hurdy points.
that's good. I'll take that any day. I guess I will take this opportunity to try and get back up and say, Tom, Patrick, can you guard us? I need to treat that man. God, that man, like this man.
I need to treat that man. Yeah. That was short enough. Only takes you do that as you get up. Tom, Mantis, 40 feet away from you, about to disappear.
I'll respond
again to the
with
fucking woods again.
I'll respond with, I plan on chasing it down. And I would like to do so. Are there trees in the way to do this?
No, because I described it as being kind of a clear visual shot, so you'll be able to get your glitter boy through there. But now we're going to play the game of who can catch up with who. So what is the speed value, the running speed value? We'll compare max values from that. So what is your running speed?
17 miles an hour.
70? 70?
70.
Wow. You're a little bit faster than him. So yes, you can. You can catch up with him.
All right. I would like to spend this turn to try and catch up to him and slap him.
Okay.
With my sword.
All right.
Very vigorously.
Hot. Only takes an action. You're fast. So
all right.
You clear the 40 feet, no problem, and you can do a slash.
Do I slash it across its back? Because it is turned away from me.
You can try to slash it across its back.
Well, I mean, it's facing away from me?
Yeah, it's facing away from you, yeah.
Okay. Haha.
Its antennae twitch, and it quickly spins around, trying to parry you.
Okay.
It has...
Wow.
Yep. This thing appears to have full situational awareness.
Interesting.
Now, its parry is a lot better than its dodge, but it's still not good enough. It moves too slow, we'll say. And roll damage, please.
32. Nice.
You rake it across the back, and you see on the very, very, very tip of your vibroblade before it sizzles off. A little bit of blackish blood. 30 points, you said?
32.
Oh, well. You. This thing is marred with slashes and burn marks. It is now definitely qualified as injured in your professional opinion, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your action. That's his action. It's going to try to get away from you. It's going to try to. It's gone deeper. It's going deeper. It's breaking through some of this foliage, these large hedges, these thick trees. It's getting deeper into the woods itself. But Tom, because you're so close, you can still see its head bobbing around and it's moving around there. But it's definitely. It's also moving slower too. But you can see its long, spindly legs. It's adept climbing legs. It is traversing this thing expertly, this foliage expertly. But that is its turn.
Okay.
Patrick. You can kind of see the faint aura of it. It's probably about 80 feet away right now.
Okay. I'm going to take my time to take out my weapon while peering around for any other auras.
Okay, roll me D100, please. Okay, I'll let you know what you see. Al, you're up on your feet.
I am going to try and go back over and use the surgical medical robot kit.
Okay, so I'll say I'll take about... No, well, you're fast on your power armor, and all this combat has kind of cleared this area quite a bit. So it'll only take one action, but you'll have to, once again, you dropped the robot medical kit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pick it up, and we're under a time. Normally, I would say you have enough time to calm down and do it. You would just succeed. But obviously, there are predators around, right? And this is a timed issue. You don't have the luxury of time to help this man.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to, once again, roll me another paramedics check at -30.
Got it. All right. This time I failed by 25.
You don't drop it this time, but because of, we'll say, he's not stripped of his armor, right? So it's hard to find purchase where his flesh meets that the armor isn't blocking, right?
Right.
So you're having problems administering the robots to hit vital areas. So that is Al's turn. Tom.
First piece of information is where the Mantis and where Tom facing away from everybody else.
Yes, very much so. You're probably about 40 feet away from Al and the body that he's helping, and about a good 60 feet away from Patrick. And you're probably a good 50 feet away from this Mantis. No, not 50. Another 40 feet.
And I didn't hear anything on the radio about breaking off or anything like that?
Not yet. There was no response to what you said.
All right. And going to this Mantis would cause a lot of noise and everything, correct?
Very much so. You've, even on your attempt to, in order to keep up with this thing, you will be making significant noise just due to your sheer bulk. Okay. Not really skill. It's just the bulk of that Glitter Boy armor suit, right?
Then I would like to extend my left hand and use Fire Eruption.
And what do you know? Thankfully, Kalu Kalei, in this, you are now in an oxygen-rich environment.
Yeah.
So, a fire eruption on what or whom?
I want it to be 20 feet away from me, pointed towards the Mantis. The maximum area that I'm going to do is going to be 70 by 70 feet forward.
So the outer edge is going to be 20 feet away from you. So we'll draw an imaginary line 20 feet in front of you, then 70 feet in a square foot area. Oh boy. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. You do so. And I'm going to wait till the end of the action before any NPCs do or say or anything. But go ahead and roll damage because that Mantis is 100% in that area of effect.
Well, first off, I have to try and hit, which this one,
yeah.
because the fire eruption is a skill roll. Let's see
yeah.
if I hit. I succeed by 58, so that will
Okay.
be
On the nose.
28 mega damage.
Okay.
And the trees that are inside are on fire.
Very much so. Al, Patrick, guy who's dying. Your aura, the aura that you could see on this Mantis, Patrick, is gone and replaced by a immense column of flame shooting into the sky, lighting everything in the near area. Well, in that 70-foot area at the very least. And you can, well, unfortunately, you can only smell the recycled oxygen in your suits, but you can hear the crackling of this Martian, vegetation alight. Al, your turn. You got 3 actions.
I am going to spend them trying to treat this mofo.
Let's roll some skill checks.
All right.
Same thing.
Nope. Fail by 6.
Okay. You're starting to lose them.
Succeed by 12.
Actually, oh.
Okay. You administer the knitters, but it's going to be touch and go. You need to get him out of this area now.
Right.
If you rush him to the ship, either the Rhapsody or the Minor Innocence, he's got a 25% shot at living. He has a 0 shot of living here right now.
Al is
The robot medical kit has helped, but not nearly as much.
What is the tree line above me like? You said this area is pretty clear, right?
On fire?
Well, wait, no, but the area we're in.
Yeah. What's the tree line? What do you mean by the tree line?
Like, as in, if I were to take this man and the canopy. If I were to fly directly up from where we are.
Canopy's pretty thick, but your power armor's pretty sturdy. Roll me D100.
Sure.
You're assessing.
51.
You think that it's unlikely that your wings would sustain any damage if you head straight up.
Okay. Al is going to... He's going to say, he's dying. I need to get him to a ship now. I gotta go.
And away you go. Well, you have to actually scoop him.
Yes,
actually, we're gonna drop combat here again. We're gonna pause combat here for a moment. Give the other players a chance to respond to what Al's saying and having them do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go in 15-second chunks again.
All right. Do you want to go first, Patrick?
Oh, well, the forest just lit up ablaze while trying to look around for any other signs of anything. It's currently distracting. Al just saying, "I'm gonna go, guys," and launches from me.
Well, right now, actually, he's scooping up this man, prepared to go. He doesn't leave within a matter of 2 seconds. It takes him a while to pick up the guy, make sure he doesn't hurt him, get ready for transport, and then go. So you have moments to talk with him if you think this is a bad idea, or to give him feedback, or to radio to Blackwater or whomever.
He's going to be at least distracted for his first melee turn.
Okay, so for the first 15 seconds? Okay. Tom?
All right. I would like to not only stop channeling fire eruption, I would like to extinguish flames. And I have a range of that of 190 feet. So I'm able to extinguish all of this.
Okay. You stop all the fires from the smallest one to the biggest blaze in that entire area. It doesn't stop the smoke from rising into the Martian horizon. but does prevent the wildfire. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The flash fire that hit the area. And you can see not everything has turned to ash, but much of it is blackened and twisted now, even in those few seconds under your mega damage flames.
Yeah.
You don't see the Mantis right now.
Okay.
You
I would
hear a
like
cat
to
saying, "What the
Yes,
hell is up with this?"
I hear a cat. She's not allowed to go outside because she has problems. Anyways,
That's the
I would
same
like
thing for
to-
me too. I'm not allowed outside either.
I got this
ha,
brace on my leg.
Yeah.
I would like to retreat back to where Patrick is.
Okay. Perfect. Al, you're able to scoop this man up, hit the sky, and head straight towards where are you heading? Your ship or the Minor Innocents?
Well, here's an interesting question. Are there other... Which ship would have the better medical facilities?
You know by a long shot the Minor Innocents does.
I'm going for the Minor Innocents.
Okay. Al, Patrick, you're in the woods. Alone now. What do you want to do?
There's nobody else with us?
No, everyone kind of ran away. Except for the dead bodies, of course.
I'd like to keep watch, like try and be on alert, watch all of my systems and all of that, but I'm going to try and start picking up dead bodies.
Okay. You're able to... There's 2 dead bodies there, as I mentioned, completely eviscerated. But you can clutch them, one in each robotic hand, picking them up by their legs or arm. Well, probably legs, actually, is probably the most sturdiest. Patrick?
Regaining a bit of his composure after a lot of things just happened. He's going to radio in how's the correct way to say this? Injured, getting transported to the Minor Innocents. I assume.
Okay.
Because that's what the man on the radio said that the best place would be.
Uh-huh.
And after that, or even during that, he's going to be picking up the weapon that man dropped and wildly ran off.
Uh-huh.
And probably going to continue to move back to the ship.
Well, I'll give you. There's a few things here I'm gonna throw in during your little moment there, Patrick.
Okay.
You do see on the ground. It looks like some form of energy rifle, probably a spacer tech energy rifle. You do also see a large bore-like cannon, which you've identified as one of the harvesting equipment as well. It is hefty, but it's still something that you'd be able to pick up. Unfortunately, you could carry both, I suppose, strap the rifle to your back and that large thing with you, but it would take more time if you just decide to take both. More pressing, however, is the response to your radio broadcast, which is, by the tone of his voice, quite infuriated. Him saying, "Yeah, I see him flying towards us right now. What's the deal with all this fucking smoke?" And you hear him go to Nocturne. "Tell everyone, wrap up what they're doing, get back onto the ships. God damn it, that was a huge signal flare. Fuck, get back to the ship now, Patrick."
Okay. I'm going to relay that to the group that we're packing up immediately.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, out of the 2, I'm gonna just pick up the equipment, not the gun.
Okay. All right. Tom. With the dead
So
bodies.
I can't hear all of this.
No,
all of
you
this.
have no
yelling.
idea. You're picking up dead bodies.
Okay, I'm picking up dead bodies, and I'm gonna head back to the ship.
Okay. All right. Cool if I slide into narration mode here now again?
Mhm.
Okay. So, the Al, well, I'll go individual by individual if that works for you guys.
Sure.
Al, you zoom through the sky. You're able to get to the minor innocence very, very quickly, grasping this guy in your arm, and you can actually. He has slipped into a complete coma. He's not really responding to you, regardless of how much you may or may not tell him to kind of hold on. His vitals are fading pretty quickly, but you're able to race him to the minor innocence very quickly. And give me a moment. Gotta look up the name. Dr. Raymond Beauville, Dr. Beauville, the fellow who's been teaching you a lot of stuff over the past 4 months, and his small medical team. 2 medics are there right now. They all scramble to try to assist this person. Now you are in your power armor, so you are not able to. Well, I'll leave it up to you. In fact, I don't want to tell you what you can and cannot do. You can attempt to assist the other medical professionals in trying to help this individual, but due to the sheer bulk of your power armor and the limited dexterity that it offers for your hands, you get the professional opinion that any assistance you might have would be minor at best. At worst, you would be getting in their way.
All right. I'm going to do it this way. From Al's opinion, obviously he's not going to take the time to ask this as they're treating him. If he were to take the time to, say, remove the arms, would that be really much of a difference maker? Or would he still be getting in the way?
You wouldn't be getting in the way at all, okay? But you do hear from Patrick the call to pack up and go.
All right, Al's going to head back to their ship.
Be back. The Rhapsody?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how you do, buddy. Not you, Squid.
I know.
I'm talking to the other guy. Al, as you depart for the Rhapsody, you do hear Dr. Beauville say, his eyes are opening. Good. Keep administering it. Dope him up. Close that seal. And with that, you leave for the Rhapsody. Tom, Patrick, you similarly begin to move towards your ship as you can see these streams of these small squads of workers from the minor innocents pack up their gear and get ready to go in, hauling the wood that they've managed to harvest considerably. And Tom, I think it'd be fair to say that quickly before you board the Rhapsody, you drop off the fallen individuals into the care of the leaders of Nocturne or whoever is gathering up people into the minor innocents. Is that a fair assumption, or do you want to take them aboard the Rhapsody with you?
No. I'll drop them off.
Okay. So before I illustrate the scene of leaving this particular harvest again, is there anything you guys want to do, say, role play, make note of?
Out of character. I fucked up. Woo! Yeah!
We'll deal with it in character, don't you worry.
Well.
I just think Al would actually Al would get on the ship, take off his power armor, and then pace back and forth in front of the communicator with the should I call? No, that'll distract them. I'll just wait. Damn it, what's taking so long? That kind of thing.
Cool. Okie dokie. Am I good to continue us on then?
Yes.
Okay. So you manage to get aboard your ship, and after tallying everything off, you're able to lift off. As you lift off into the sky, those of you, and I'll leave it up to yourselves, who might be watching from the inside of the ship through any sort of viewpoints or external sensors of the ship of your ship leaning, you of course pass by the forested area that was just being harvested before you start to turn up and head towards the sun, and you can see a large blackened area. And you swear you could see movement within that area too, and not just one or two creatures, but several of them moving towards this area, looking up at you. It goes by too fast. The canopy, although very blackened, still obstructs the view, and you're starting to get further and further away to really identify what these creatures are. But it's fair to say that they were coming and looking for you. And you did, thankfully, dodge a bullet as you once again go back up in orbit for a debriefing.